Welcome to The Daily Quote, a podcast designed to kickstart your day in a positive way. I'm your host, Andrew McGivern, and today is August 31st. As we find ourselves on the last day of August, there's a sense of transition in the air. Summer is winding down and a new season is just around the corner. It's a perfect time to embrace change, try something new, and maybe even think a little outside the box. Something today's holiday hand quote will inspire you to do in more ways than one. Today is National Eat Outside Day, a day that encourages you to take your meals beyond the confines of your kitchen or dining room. Whether you're spreading out a picnic in the park, enjoying a barbecue in the backyard, or simply stepping outside with your coffee. It's all about leaving the usual routine behind and savoring the food in the fresh air. But this day isn't just about where you eat. It's about shaking things up, doing things differently, and enjoying the freedom that comes with breaking from the norm. Which brings us to today's quote. Today's quote is a classic piece of advice that you've probably heard before. It isn't attributed to a single person, but someone once said, "Think outside the box." It's one of those phrases that gets thrown around a lot, especially in creative circles. But there's a reason it's stuck around. Thinking outside the box means challenging the status quo, looking for solutions in unexpected places, and daring to do things differently. Now let's bring that concept into today's context. You might be thinking, what does thinking outside the box have to do with eating outside? Well, let me flip that around a bit. What if today you decided to eat outside the box? Consider this: your dining room, your kitchen table, even your favorite restaurant. These are all places inside the box. They're comfortable, familiar, and safe. But when you take your meal outside, you're stepping into something different. You're embracing the unpredictable, the spontaneous, and sometimes the downright delightful. Eating outside is more than just a change of scenery. It's a metaphor for what happens when you allow yourself to step out of the usual boundaries. It's about opening yourself up to new experiences, whether that's trying a new recipe on the grill, picnicking in a park that you've never visited, or simply enjoying your morning coffee under the sky instead of under a roof. By eating outside the box, you're practicing the very thing this quote is about: challenging the norm, inviting creativity into your life, and seeing things from a fresh perspective. And who knows, maybe this small act of dining differently will inspire you to think differently in other areas of your life as well. So today, on this final day of August, I invite you to take your meal outside, but more importantly, to eat outside the box. Try something new, embrace the unexpected, and let this simple act remind you that life is full of possibilities when you step beyond the usual. But for me, this is not unusual. Our family always eats outside the box. Unless it's really cold and wet, you will always find us eating outside. Even before we had kids, when we lived in a downtown apartment with a tiny balcony and a little mini table, we ate outside, sometimes with a blanket wrapped around us to keep us warm. And we were the only ones who did that. All the other balconies and the towers downtown were empty. And we never really understood why. Why would we want to eat inside anyway? Well, thank you for joining me today on The Daily Quote. I'm Andrew McGivern, signing off, and I can't wait to explore more ideas with you tomorrow. Until then, keep thinking and eating outside the box, and watch how it changes the way you see the world. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow with another Daily Quote.